From seashells to titanium smiles, the epic tale of dental implants and what you really want to know. Once upon a jaw, a Mayan farmer bit into a crunchy fruit and lost a tooth. Panic? Maybe. But instead of shrugging, he picked a seashell, drilled a hole, and hammered it into his jaw. Brave, bold, and a little bit wild. That's how the story of dental implants began. A journey spanning centuries, cultures, materials, surprises, and science. Today, those humble beginnings led us to titanium wonders that not only restore smiles, they restore confidence, function, and even facial structure. Let me take you on that journey and answer the burning questions people whisper in waiting rooms. Let's go back in time. Across continents in ancient China, Egypt, Mesoamerica, people attempted to replace lost teeth with ivory, bone, metals, and shells. Some were cosmetic, others desperate experiments. In medieval Europe, cold pegs were hammered into jaws. Painful, crude, often failing. Yet each attempt whispered a longing. Can we make it last? Fast forward to the 19th and 20th century. Scientists tried stainless steel, cobalt alloys, ceramics. Many failed, either rejected by the body, corroded, or broken. It was a long, rugged path to what we call modern implant. Then came Per Ingvar Brainmark in the 1950s. He was studying blood flow in rabbit legs. One day, a titanium screw he'd placed would not budge. It had become one with bone. He called it osseointegration, bone making union. That was the turning point. Let's peek under the hood, but gently. A dental implant is composed of three main parts: implant post, usually titanium that's placed into the jawbone, an abutment, a connector between the post and crown, and the crown, which is the visible tooth replacement shaped to mimic your natural teeth. Think of building a house. The titanium post is your foundation and pillar. The abutment is the beam that connects foundation to structure. The crown is the roof and walls that you see and live in. Now, what are the types? Endosteal implants. These are the most common and placed into the bone. Subperiosteal implants. They sit on top of the bone, used when the bone height is low. Zygomatic implants. These are rare. They are anchored into the cheekbone, used when the upper jawbone is severely deficient, like the extreme sport of implants. All on four or full arch implants, using as few as four implants to support a full set of replacement teeth, that is, an entire arch. These types help adapt to different bone qualities and patient needs. Now, what patients actually want to know? Let's dive into that. Now, the patient usually asks, how much will it cost me? In India, a single dental implant typically ranges between 35,000 and 50,000, depending on the brand, material, clinic, location, extra procedures. In some premium or complex cases, it can go higher, especially if bone grafting is needed. For a full arch or all on four setups, the cost per arch can run into 2 lakh or more. The next question, is it painful? Not really. You'll be numbed locally or sedated if anxious. During the implant placement, you feel little or no pain. Afterward, you might have mild soreness, swelling like any dental surgery. Most patients say it's less scary than they expected. The next question, how long does the whole thing take? From start to finish, often 3 to 9 months, sometimes shorter because the bone needs time to fuse. If you need extra procedures like bone grafting, sinus lift, that takes time. Do the implants ever get cavities or decay? No. Implants are made of titanium that don't decay like natural teeth, but the gums around them can get infected, which is called peri-implantitis if the hygiene is poor. Next question, can my body reject it? Very rarely. Titanium is highly biocompatible. Rejection is unusual and often related to poor healing, infection, or lack of bone. Will people notice I have an implant? No one will tell by looking. The crown is matched to your teeth. Only an X ray would reveal the metal underneath. What if I smoke or have medical issues? Smoking can raise risks of failure. Some medical conditions like uncontrolled diabetes, immune disorders may need extra evaluation. But many people still qualify with proper planning. How long will it last? With good care, the titanium implant can last a lifetime. The crown or the prosthetic may need replacement over the years. These are the most common questions asked. Meet Reena. She's 45, lost a molar in a small accident. Embarrassed to chew on one side, she fears shifting of other teeth. She visits a dentist. What are the steps involved? The first step, consultation and imaging, X-rays, 3D scans and bone assessment. Next, planning and design. Choose the implant type and dimensions. The third step, placement of the implant post under anesthesia. Step 4, healing or osseointegration that takes for a couple of months. Step 5, attach the abutment plus the temporary crown if needed. And the last and the final step, the final crown is placed. Through each step, Reena is reassured. You'll eat normally, talk normally, no one will see it's not your natural tooth, and slowly she regains full chewing, a confident smile, and peace of mind. She pays approximately 35,000 for her implant. She asks, will the bone shrink now? No, the implant actually protects the bone, it prevents shrinkage. That lost tooth led to future strength in the jaw. Now, what are the recent innovations and what's next? 3D printed custom implants and guides, which lead to precise fits and faster placements. Bioactive coatings, that's hydroxyapatite and calcium phosphate, that help bone grow faster into the implant. Nanotechnology and surface engineering, which makes the microsurface textures to attract bone cells. Zirconia implants, that is metal-free alternative for patients wanting no metal. Stem cell and tissue engineering research. Someday we may grow teeth, not just implant them. In India, a new dental technology innovation hub is being created to develop indigenous implant tech, reducing reliance on imports and cutting costs. Also, researchers are working on low-cost metal 3D printing that could make implants cheaper. So the future might bring lower costs, faster healing, and maybe even grown, not replaced solutions. As we conclude our tale, from seashells and gold pegs to titanium, 3D printing, and stem cell dreams, dental implants embody human curiosity and engineering. If you lost a tooth or are considering implants, here's what to take home. It is a well established, high success procedure with 90 to 95% plus success. The cost is real, but when balanced against lifelong function, it often pays off. The procedure is manageable, not horrific. Pain is generally mild, healing is gradual. Ask your dentist all the questions above and don't be shy. Keep good oral hygiene to protect your implant. Let me leave you with this fun analogy. A dental implant is like planting a tree in your jaw. You plant a strong seed like the titanium post. Nurture it and eventually it stands tall and bears fruit. That's your crown functioning. So when you flash your next smile, know it may hide a small miracle, centuries of history, a dash of science and a touch of innovation. Smile on.